Hey guys, it's time for News Dump, and Eliot is in a destination wedding right now. So it's gonna be a sort of a quick one this week, and I'm also flying out to Florida right after I finish editing this for a little family reunion.
This is a family reunion.
I know. So we have Torrie here, who I'm sure you all remember from that other channel that should not be named, or
don't name it.
Don't. It's fine. Don't name it. Torrie, how have you been?
Great.
How's the
living my best life?
You're a fitness coach?
I work like 4 hours a day.
Oh, good. Well, you're doing well. Life's hard. Anyways, there are some fun stories to jump into this week from the world of entertainment, and we've traditionally started this show with the ongoing MoviePass saga. So what better place to start than there? Because for whatever reason, it seems like you all still enjoy talking about it in the comments. So here's the latest. Now, okay, Torrie, are you brought up to speed on the whole thing?
Very, like, remotely.
You remember and you...
Yes, I was a member, and I know it's been going back and forth, but I don't really know the details.
It was a bad business plan.
Yes.
They finally started losing a ton of money.
Yes.
They changed all the rules. Everyone's unhappy, and everyone can predict that it will die very soon.
Okay. I knew all these things. So before this week, MoviePass members who had previously bought a yearly membership instead of paying month to month were promised that they wouldn't be experiencing some of the more restrictive terms that have been forced onto monthly subscribers. Obviously, this wasn't working for the company, which continues to burn money. So a few days ago, MoviePass sent out an email, I got this email, to those yearly members stating that they too would actually be downgraded to the same style of plan as the monthly members, but offered them prorated refunds if they wanted to cancel their memberships instead.
So losing the services you'd paid for in advance, that definitely sucks. But at least they were going to make it right by giving people refunds for receiving something that they didn't pay for. Can you guess what happened next based on MoviePass's history of lackluster customer service? Yeah, annual pass holders were finding it either extremely difficult or damn near impossible to actually cancel their plans and get those prorated refunds, due in part to what seems like inaccurate reporting of some users' sign-up dates. People were seeing that they couldn't cancel and receive refunds because MoviePass said they'd signed up for these subscriptions recently instead of months ago. And some users weren't even able to sign into their accounts to even try to cancel.
I didn't even know about this like prorated thing. All I got was an email that was like, do you want to opt in? Cool, click this. If you don't, we're going to cancel you.
Very sneaky. Why would they just come out and say that you can get money back?
Right. It was definitely in the fine print. Okay, so this week, which is just another week in a long line of bad weeks for MoviePass, culminated in the resignation of a man named Carl Schramm, who was on the board of directors for Helios and Matheson Analytics. His resignation letter gave a bit of insight to the inner workings of the company. He said, I have objected to the manner in which a number of business decisions have been presented to the board of directors by management without sufficient time for the board to examine complex documents, to review significant transactions, or to discuss how the proposed actions fit into the company's strategic plan. He continued, management apparently has made a number of important corporate decisions and executed significant transactions either without board knowledge or approval or in board meetings initiated with only a few hours of advance notice by email. So just last week, I learned that management withheld material information from the board for several months. So as chaotic as this company looks from the outside, it appears to be just as chaotic internally.
Yeah.
It all makes sense. Cohesive.
Yeah, if you're low on the totem pole at MoviePass right now and you're not in an executive position, maybe just, just for shits and giggles, maybe start looking for other work.
Just walk away.
Yeah. So now with the MoviePass drama out of the way, let's get back to talking about actual movies.
Real movies.
So there are currently 2 separate Joker movies in development over at Warner Brothers, which in itself is a bit strange, but we've already been over that. This week, however, included 2 abrupt, head-turning bits of information coming out of the production of one of those Joker movies, specifically the one that's starring Joaquin Phoenix and is being directed by Todd Phillips. Filming for this Joker movie is supposed to start just over a week from now on September 10th with a release date of October 4th, 2019. So we've actually seen a ton of casting information coming out of this film as it moves closer to actual production. Confirmed for the film, well, okay, single confirmed anyway. Confirmed so far, single confirmed so far, is the previously mentioned Joaquin Phoenix alongside Robert De Niro, who's supposed to play a talk show host, Frances Conroy, who will be playing the Joker's mom, Mark Maron, whose role hasn't been confirmed, although there's lots of speculation that he'd be Commissioner Gordon in this thing, and Zazie Beetz from this year's Deadpool 2, who will be playing a character named Sophie Dumond.
Dumont.
Dumont, like Cafe Dumont.
Dumont. So this week it was confirmed so we're calling this single confirmed,
Sure.
right? That Warner Brothers had cast yet another big name actor to fill the ranks in this production with the news that Alec Baldwin would be playing the role of Batman's father, Thomas Wayne. The casting seemed perfect. Everyone reacting to the news seemed to come to the same conclusion that, yeah, I could see him as Thomas Wayne.
Sure.
You could imagine that this role wouldn't even be that detrimental to the overall movie anyway, because as we all know, Thomas Wayne, along with his wife Martha,
Who said that name?
are gunned down when Bruce is just a little boy. Oddly enough, though, just about a day after the casting confirmation was announced, well, Alec Baldwin had exited the project.
So, what?
Yep, Hollywood, baby.
That's the way the system works. One day you're hired, the next day you're fired.
You're gone.
So yeah, we all know that Alec Baldwin does a somewhat accurate portrayal of Donald Trump on SNL, right? Okay, well, according to The Hollywood Reporter, the Joker script paints Thomas Wayne as a cheesy and tanned businessman who is more in the mold of a 1980s Donald Trump. First off, okay, what a weird and probably bad choice for this movie to make. Second, Alec Baldwin playing Thomas Wayne would be fine if he just made the role his own, but if he's just continuing an impersonation of something he does as a bit on a late-night comedy show, I don't know if it would feel right in the film, which is supposed to be dark and gritty. So, I mean, I at least understand why he would probably want to distance himself from such a portrayal.
Yeah, I don't like that. Well, fortunately, or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, this role, it's just not happening. Not with Alec Baldwin anyway, because he sent out a tweet this past Wednesday after news of his casting broke saying, "Let me state for the record that I have not been hired to play a role in Todd Phillips Joker as some Donald Trump mank. This is not happening, not happening."
Wow, very aggressive.
Very serious.
This is absolutely,
I'm not doing it.
Fuck you guys.
I'm gonna say it 1,000 times. He also followed this up in an interview with USA Today where he said, "I am no longer doing that movie. I'm sure there are 25 guys who can play that part." And he also cited scheduling issues.
Yeah,
course.
the typical excuse.
That's what they all say.
Although I do like that he immediately was like, "I was not brought on," and then was like, "All right, well, okay, maybe I was brought on, but I'm not. I'm not doing it anymore."
But I'm not doing it.
I could only assume that he took the role, then realized he'd be playing a Trump caricature, and was like, "Oh, come the fuck on." So then he probably left as quickly as he came. A turnaround that quick has to be because of some stupid issue that's far different than a simple scheduling conflict, but who knows? It's anyone's guess as to how the rest of the cast will fill up as it moves towards production, but we eagerly await the announcement of Scarlett Johansson for the role of Thomas Wayne whenever they want to make that public.
Yes.
It's going to be her greatest role ever.
I hate all of it.
I just want to take a role that challenges me, so I will play...
I just want to step out of my comfort zone.
I'm going to play Bruce Wayne's father.
Yes. No. Anyway, speaking of scheduling problems, though, here's something that everyone saw coming. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has been not just delayed, but put on a complete hold. Yep, we're stopping. So the film never had a concrete release date anyway, but was supposed to start filming sometime this winter. Now, its future is far more unpredictable than it's ever been since director James Gunn was relieved of his duties following the publication of some of his old tweets. According to The Hollywood Reporter, sources say that crew members, which at this stage were a small group prepping for pre-production, are being dismissed and are free to look for new work, with one of the sources adding that the timeline has been pushed out. At this point, it's really anyone's guess as to when this movie will be released, but at this rate, it's gonna be a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Just gonna...
Your kids are gonna love this movie.
Go get some more work. We'll get back to it later.
Yeah, when you tell a crew to go get more work, and with how long productions on movies actually take,
that's serious.
That's a long time. So yeah,
we'll see. I don't know.
But also on the topic of delays, that new Top Gun sequel, Maverick, has also been officially delayed by an entire year. I was looking forward to this.
Dang it.
Now I have to look far forward to this.
Just forget about it for now.
We previously reported that this film had already started production and had an established release date of July 12th, 2019, but now the film has been pushed back a full year to a new release date of June 26th, 2020, which, even though it's just pushed back a year, 2020 sounds
like forever from now.
I'll take my flying car to go see Top Gun.
Exactly.
Anyways, according to Deadline, they're hearing that, quote, the extended time will allow the production to work out all the complex flight sequences so that the pic can be great. And you know what? I'm fine with this.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'd rather that than some bullshit, right?
Yeah, it's going to involve a lot of drones and stuff. I just hope that, Tom Cruise can get into like an F-35 and fly sideways vertically. And
But anyway, enough about delays. Let's talk about movies that are coming out for real, in the near future as we dive into trailers. Or, well, I guess one trailer this week. We got to make it quick.
Yeah.
But then we'll let you know about a new show that will pop up on this channel on Sunday. Ooh, ooh. The movie trailer we're going to show you guys today is for First Man, starring Ryan Gosling, and directed by Damien Chazelle, who both work together on
Sorry, I had to give a whistle for Damien Chazelle if you're going to freak out about Ryan Gosling. I mean...
They work together, of course, on the Academy Award-winning film An Absolute Joy, La La Land. First Man follows the riveting story behind the first manned mission to the moon, focusing on Neil Armstrong and the decade leading to the historic Apollo 11 flight. A visceral and intimate account told from Armstrong's perspective based on the book by James R. Hansen. So the film explores the triumphs and the cost on Armstrong, his family, his colleagues, and the nation itself of one of the most dangerous missions in history.
Yeah, the trailer itself, it looks like a movie about astronauts, but the fact that Damien Chazelle's behind it, I am very much looking forward to this.
It means it'll be good. I think I saw like probably the first trailer that came out for this and I was into it.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a musical vibe in it. He sings a little song in the trailer.
Of course.
I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna be.
That in there.
Yeah, he should be on the moon with Buzz Aldrin doing a full song and dance number. Yeah, holding hands and just having a great time.
On the moon, floating.
Yeah.
A very slow dance.
And then the cast of Moonlight walks in the background with their Oscar. And they're like, wait, did someone mention the moon? And they walk by.
We're here.
Showing it off. Well. Anyways, the show that we're premiering on Sunday right here on this channel is called It Came from Public Domain, and it's a show where we sit and watch some very questionable art that was made many years ago when the country was a very different place.
That sounds fun.
The first 2 episodes that are coming out, we had a very special guest, Eric from Internet Comment Etiquette. He's going to be joining us. The first episode airs on Sunday, and it's basically us watching a bunch of old newsreels and some cartoons that... Well,
I like this idea.
I guess you'll see about these cartoons because, wow. The second episode is
Are they highly inappropriate?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like I like
The second episode is we watched Reefer Madness in its entirety.
Okay, good.
So,
and
that'll be coming up probably next weekend.
On Sunday, the Lord's Day.
Yeah, perfect. Gather the family. But if you're a supporter on our Patreon, at the subscriber level or higher, you can watch it right now. It's been up since Thursday morning. So if you're a subscriber or higher tier on the Patreon, head over there to get a link and you can watch this show in advance, exclusively,
special access
before anyone else.
It's like MoviePass.
And then if people are like actually really upset by it and they hate it, we can take it down before it goes public. Thanks, Patreon.
Erase it.
You're the last barrier of our bad taste. No, it should be known that we do find all of the stuff in the show pretty much offensive, so it's mostly us talking about that.
It's understood.
Anyways, tell them what to watch.
Great being back, guys. Watch Weekly Weird and Tech News Day, and watch us get sweatier from the first opening of this show to the end.
Torrie just got to experience how hot this studio is.
Oh my gosh, there's sweat all up under
Before
here.
the links come up, Weekly Weird was about a guy, a serial dine and dash dater. Have you ever had a terrible date?
On Tinder or something, right? No.
No, you've never been ditched?
No.
Okay.
No.
Have you ever ditched a dude on a bad date?
No.
You see that? Tori's so wholesome.
I don't.
She'll stay till the bill comes before never going out on a date again.
Okay, for our whole bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happened. I've also never been on Tinder, so that's probably why those things don't happen.
Yeah, it's true.
You know.
Avoid it at all costs. Anyways, yeah, do watch those other episodes. Stay tuned.
What's Tech News Day about?
This week's flown
It's all right. Just watch Tech News Day.
It's probably about Elon. No, it's about Amazon and their army of Twitter
One of the same topics.
Watch those episodes. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends about the show. Check out the podcast. Anywhere you have a podcast app, whatever, just search for Internet Today or Weekly Weird News. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye, Torrie. Thank you for coming.
Bye. Thank you.